Every year after school gets out for the summer, I would just sit at home and watch Korean dramas all day, wondering why there was nothing to do and why my summer was so boring. Dear younger me, I so desperately wish that you could go back to those summers and make them productive. And this is the advice that I wish I could have known back then. Number 1, get rid of your preconceptions of what can and can't be fun. As you grow older, you get jaded of learning new things because you're scared that it's not going to turn out the way that you want, or maybe you've had a terrible experience with doing that one thing that one time, and therefore anything similar to that is going to be horrible in the future. But this greatly limits how you view the world and what things you're willing to try. It's really important to change your mindset because it impacts every other aspect of your life. Change starts from the inside out. For example, I used to think that everything was boring, even if I had no experience with it whatsoever. And so when I viewed the world in this lens, I just didn't even accept things that could have been fun because I was just like, oh, that's boring, I'm never going to do that. So you really just have to change your mindset and really believe that things are gonna be fun and that you just have to try it out to see if it actually is. Travel and volunteer for free. There's this program called Workaway in which you can message different homestays and schools that are in the service industry, and you can work for them in exchange for free food and accommodation. So you can actually message families in southern Spain and ask if you can tutor their kids in English for free food and accommodation for a couple of weeks all the way to a couple of months. You can also work for different hostels in different cities, which is what I did when I was volunteering at a hostel in Lisbon, Portugal. And it's not a full-time thing because you work for them for 3 to 4 hours, maybe 3 to 4 days a week. I highly recommend traveling just because it broadens your mindset, especially if you're in America. It just teaches you how to look at other people's cultures and understand what their sense of success is. And it's crazy because life and the timeline of success in America is so fast-paced, and if you go to, like a continent like Europe and you go to like the south of Spain, things are so much slower there, and it's nice to be able to appreciate that in other parts of the world you can live without feeling like you have to be go all the time. Get a summer job. For those of you who are in college, apply at least a month before you finish school, and especially if you're from out of state, apply 2 to 3 months earlier so that when you go back home, you know you have a job lined up for you. Working in a job will really benefit you because it'll teach you how to be responsible for showing up to work every single day and working with different types of people. If you want good experience with customer service, definitely try out working at a retail job or being a waiter because you learn a lot about people in those industries. And once you start earning money, save that money up and don't spend it recklessly. Use it to travel, use it to pursue things that you've never thought were possible because money was always a limiting factor. Don't spend it on things that are perishable and won't give you value. Learn a skill, whether that is singing, weightlifting, playing an instrument, whatever it is that you're interested in, just invest in yourself. Look at your life and write down the things that you find yourself spending the most time in, because more likely than not, those are the things that you like doing. And if you don't know what that is, just try something. Pick something out that seems even just a little interesting and then try it out for 10 minutes a day. And even if you don't have that high motivation to try it out, use whatever discipline you have and just do it for 10 minutes. And as you do it more and more, you'll be able to figure out whether that's something that you enjoy doing or not. Hang out with your friends. If you're lucky enough where most of your friends are still around you for the summer, hang out with them. Build those deep relationships because you guys have time now, and as you grow older, you might not have that time. Go hiking with them, go bowling, go fishing, go bake a cake, whatever it is that you guys enjoy doing. Just spend time with each other and really immerse yourself in that community. And for those of you who are out-of-state students who might have lost touch with their high school friends, go on Facebook and look up different Facebook events around your area. I find myself going to those events, and sometimes you meet really cool people that way just because you are interested about that event and they're interested about that event, and it's really cool when you bring two like-minded people together. Yes, it's scary and it requires a lot of you to go out of your comfort zone, but out of your comfort zone is where the most growth happens. Also, if you want new friends aren't just gonna come knocking at your door while you're just waiting for them sitting at your couch. So if you want something done, you just gotta go out there and do it. And number 5, this one is also just super important. Don't be afraid to spend money on yourself. I know that when you're young, you might not have a lot of money, but if you have any kind of money that you saved up from babysitting, from mowing your neighbor's lawn, from your birthday or from Christmas, use that money and invest it into your own well-being. Buy an instrument with it, buy a camera, a painting set, take improv classes, take singing lessons, whatever interests you, just spend the money and do it. So when I was in high school, I would save up every single bit of my money because I was like, oh my gosh, I have to prepare for the future. And yes, that's definitely true, especially for if you're saving up for college. But if you have just a little bit of money left over for yourself, at some point, it's important for you to realize that you need to use that money because money is meant to be spent, not kept. You can always work to get more money, but you can't reverse back time and get time back. A lot of the times when I was younger, I just wouldn't shell out money for things that I wanted to do because I was like, oh, I can take singing lessons online. Like I can just learn from YouTube and I can learn it myself and I don't want to pay someone to do it. But then at the end of the day, I didn't end up teaching myself anything because I just had no motivation and there wasn't any kind of accountability. You really have to get rid of the idea that you're wasting money if you're investing in yourself because that's not true. If it helps you become a better person or it gives you a new skill, that's always going to be more valuable than just, cash sitting there in your bank account doing nothing. Those are my tips for my dear younger me's. I hope that was helpful, and I don't know if you're going to implement any of this, but I hope you do, because at the end of the day, you have nothing to lose if you try any of these things. But if you are someone who is frustrated with yourself for not doing anything and you don't even try, then you're not going to change. Like, you're going to stay bored for the rest of your summer. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video and that you would give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch more kind of advice videos like this, please check out these other videos that talk about my college experience, like why college wasn't the best 4 years of my life. And I hope you subscribe to this channel and click that little bell next to my channel name so that you get notifications for when I do upload new videos. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!